Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ladia and you are watching Mimi Made It by Ladia. Well, I'm so glad you stopped by my channel today. I want to take a moment and show you how I dressed the Christmas mommy for my Midsummer Night's Tea. I hope you had a chance to see that video. Of course, I'm going to have that as part of a link for you at the end so you can take a look at it. I have some red ranunculus and then I have some red peonies. The ranunculus, I got these from Goodwill on a Goodwill haul. Really great. They had 3 bunches together for $3. So I think I bought about a dozen bunches and I just kind of had them in my inventory because I knew one day I was going to be able to use these. And this is a perfect time to do it. So what I'm going to do is kind of do a design that I like. I like a little swoop to come down and around and some of it to hang down a little bit. So I'm going to start that by just adding right up here a bunch right in there, and I'm just going to keep adding them as I go down and around and just kind of fan it out just a little bit to fill that in. Going to come right down in here and add some more, and hopefully you'll start to see that design come together. There we go. So you can kind of see how it's starting to swoop. And like I said, I wanted to have some to hang down, so that is perfect. The good thing about this wire dress form is that it's going to hold all the material in there. It's going to kind of catch in between the vining of the actual dress form. So it's a good way. I don't need to actually have anything to secure everything in because it'll just stay in place for me. I'm going to add another one right down in there. And another one right over here. Because I want, again, some to kind of drape down a little bit. And I got about 2 more bunches left. I'm going to add one right up in here. And one right in here. See how quickly that just kind of fills everything in? Really nice. Now I'm going to come in with my peonies. I like these because they're a lot bushier and they're going to fill in very well for me. So I'm going to add one right in here because I need to kind of fill that space in there. See how that just filled that up as soon as I put it in? And then I'm going to use the other one in here. Actually kept one bunch. I'm going to show you what I do with that later. I always try to keep out at least one bunch of the greenery, or in this case some flowers, to just add a little bit more to the end. I also use some fairy lights. I take the battery pack and just kind of slide it down in there so you don't see it, and that is key. You don't want any of what we call your mechanics to come through on your design. You want to make sure everything is nicely covered up. And I got a lot of that dangling down, so I'm going to pull it up here because I do want just a little piece to dangle down. Got another one that I'm going to add. And I'll just drop it down in there once again. And then I'm just going to start up here and just kind of wrap it so it'll stay in there. Now for the piece that I have dangling, the next thing that I did for this design is I added some butterflies. I'm just using the butterfly. These have a clip on them, which just really makes it good to attach things to. And they are very decorative as well. So I just wanted a couple butterflies to hang down there to give it that real natural look for this. So I'll add one right there. Push that up in there, and again, you know what, it's just like your hair. When you think you have your hair just right and then you see a spot and you want to go back and touch it up, that's how it is with working with the floral and the butterflies as well. Now what I'm going to do with this bunch that I had left over, I want these to go right in here. I always try to leave a leftover just to make sure that I have enough coverage. Alrighty, so adding some more butterflies here and there is going to just add, I'll put one right there. And since butterflies kind of flutter here and there and up and down, I'm going to add one down here. Okay. Now when I did my midsummer night tea, I had the Christmas mommy positioned in the corner. That way you could not see anything that was going on in the back. But what if you want to have this in, say, the middle of your garden, or up on a stand like I have this to show you how I put it together? Well, you don't want people to see what's going on in the back of it. And so I'm going to turn it around. Now, if this was just standing in the corner, no one's going to see it, I would say you're done. But you're really not. So what I did is I took some material that I used for my Valentine's Day. And I'm just going to add, first of all, I'm just going to stuff some of it right down in here to kind of start covering up. That's some right down in here. I got a few pieces to work with, so. And then some of the stems, I want to just kind of push them out just a little bit, and I'll make the adjustment when I turn it back around. And I'm just going to add some more up in here. Kind of cover that up, and then just kind of take it through, weave it through the wire material, and the excess material that comes through is just going to give it a really nice design in the back. Really no form or function to it. It just covers, it's doing what it's supposed to do, and it is also adding to the beauty of the Christmas mommy. I come in with my longer pieces, and I'm going to come through here because I want some of this material to come around the front too as part of her dress design. Pulling that there, and then just coming around a little bit and pulling it through those wires, and it's really just kind of giving it a nice little design right in there. Pull some more out. Gather some more and pull it, push it through there. And you can see more and more it's covering up the stems that are in the back. We got one more piece that I'm going to add on that side, and then I'm going to turn it around so you can see it. And there she is. She has her own little skirt in the back, and you cannot see the stems that were sticking out. And it just really, really adds to the design. I think it just kind of makes it look nice and dressy. And any place that you do see some, just kind of pull some material down just like this. And it's going to cover it up for you. There you go. And there you are. Just make sure the flowers are where I want them to be, not too far out, not too far in. Of course, the nice thing about faux flowers, the wire, you can manipulate them very well and kind of mix them, pull them down in with some of the rest of the design, and get everything covered up. And with that, folks, I think we're done. I say that, and then I start picking at the flowers again. Force a habit. But she's done, and this is what she turns out to be with another design and the butterflies. And then again, I added the material in the back so that you can't see the mechanics or the stems or anything like that in the back. I am going to leave you, of course, with some video and pictures of the Christmas mommy. And then I'm also going to add to that some of the pictures and the videos from the midsummer night tea. And as always, I just want to thank you once again, and whatever you do and wherever you go, be blessed. Thank you, and bye-bye.